Welcome back to another StarCastTV, and I'm Scan. Today we are going to cast some fabulous game between these two players. That is going to be Soma versus Snow, Snow versus Soma. And first of all, spawning location, the top left, the brown Zerg. This is Soma. And the other side of the pair, spawning location in the bottom right, the orange Protoss. This is Snow. And we are going to see a Protoss versus Zerg matchup on Hidden Track. And it was used in ASL Season 11. And we are seeing already Mini is sending out a, not Minis, Snow is already sending out a probe, his natural, and pulling back immediately. Building a pylon right next to his wall. So I guess he will be building a forge on the left side and then a gateway on the right side. And let's see what Soma is preparing for. Soma is making the Overlord, and here's the Snow's probe has come, warping a gateway. Soma making more drone, and he's not gonna be going for overpull. Making more drone. Probe is gonna be going towards the 7 o'clock. Soma will be morphing a hatchery at the natural by now. There it is. And Soma will be doing the drone scout as well, just in case if there's any sort of like a cannon rush. If I try to believe, I think some location like 7 o'clock or 1 o'clock they can do the cannon rush. I forgot if it was possible to do the cannon rush at the 11 and 5 o'clock, but let's see once those overlord comes. I don't think it's possible because there's the like tiny gap that Zergling or drone can go in through. So yeah, never mind, I'm wrong about it. So yeah, only the like this location you can put cannon rush at the 7 o'clock. And now here's a single Zealot will be moving out for Snow. Snow will be also checking out Soma's main base, and here's the pro. We'll be doing some harassment. Snow is about to put down the Nexus. Okay, the probe was idle a little. There's the Nexus being worked. Probe is trying to run away from that drone harassment, and Soma is doing lots of work on this Hydron. In Korea we call it Hydron. It's like a word that is combined with Hydralus. We call it Hydra, Hydra. So yeah, drones are pretty much like spitting those I forgot what it's called, acid or whatnot. Oh, it's a spine. Yeah, so drone is spitting all those spine during the attack, just like how Hydralus are doing. And we just combine those two words, drone and Hydra. But Hydrone sounds weird, but in Korea we call it Hydra, so Hydron. And yeah, there is a probe still being alive, but I don't think he was able to confirm how fast the extractor was. But now we see Snow making the forge. He warped the simulator first. He's putting down one of the probe inside of the simulator that had 8 mineral, but doesn't really matter. But here are the two Zealots. Okay, yeah, that was the second and the third Zealot. One of the Zealots somehow sneaked to this 12 o'clock location. Soma is getting the metabolic boost. Interestingly, he got the metabolic boost first. He got the metabolic boost first into alert attack. So this means, yeah, he's moving out with some Zerglings, but he totally missed this 3 Zealot timing. I mean, this is like the cross counter right now Soma is doing. He's about to have the Zergling speed. There are one Zealot with single probe is doing some work. Okay, yeah, the Zergling speed is done. Zealot will go down. Second, another Zealot should be popping out soon, but the cannon is not done. Soma is just gonna be sacrificing his hatchery and go for the counterattack. But now, lots of probe has sacrificed, but now this photon cannon is done with a single Zealot. Is just gonna be supporting here to save, and these 3 Zealots managed to kill the hatchery, and I feel like this is such a great position, in my opinion, for Snow, because he took down the hatchery, and whenever it's kind of like a 2 base versus 2 base, it's always great for Protoss. And also for Soma, he doesn't have any. He's on a little bit of a disadvantage side. Well, not just a little, a lot, I would say, because Zerg cannot make drone and army at the same time. Either you have to make tons of drone, or you gotta make tons of unit, like tons of army unit. And with this 2 base hatchery, he doesn't have any macro hatchery to macro those drones. So yeah, he's committing to do something, making lots of Zergling. He's still making more Zergling. He's about to mine the second gas probably soon. Yeah, he has a lot of drones, a lot of Zergling and a few drones at the natural. And now these Zerglings are going to be attacking the natural. Some Zerglings will be focus targeting on those gateway. Photon cannon is going up. 2 Zouts are fighting against these Zerglings, and these photon cannon. Ooh, immediately building a forge. Another forge, like the SimCity, I like it. He somehow managed to hold off those Zergling Hargastion, and the Corsair is about to hunt this one of the Overlord. The Spartak is done, but he's making some Scourges, maybe some Mutalisk. I wonder what the next follow-up is for Snow. I mean, I think it's kind of like obvious that once Zerg sacrifice the 3rd hatchery and go for some sort of like a mass Zergling, there's only one chance. There's only one way of winning the game for Zerg OP making Mutalisk. And I am a little bit shocked that Snow is skipping all those photon cannon and getting the other buildings first before the cannon. I'm not sure about this decision making. I mean, look at this. Like, Mutals are about to come. One pair of Scourge are chasing. It is chasing the Corsair, and now these 3 Mutalisks. I feel like this 3 Mutalisks is gonna be doing lots of harassment. I mean, if you're not able to get this photon cannon down at the main base, how are you going to defend your main base? And even if Soma has so less worker count compared to Snow, if you're not mining the main base, what's the point of having this many of a worker count in this kind of like game scenario? I'll say. This number of Corsairs, there are 3 Corsairs, but the number of Mutalisks is slowly getting higher and higher. And Soma is gonna be making lots of Mutalisks, lots of Scourges as well. Here's the ship, but oh, somehow he managed to save this photon cannon, and that shield better is doing lots of work. Those Corsairs somehow managed to like live a lot, and but the next follow-up, it is going to be some Mutalisks into mass Scourges. There are 5 and 6 Mutalisks. 6 Mutalisks with some mass Scourges. And there's no cannon. There's also no cannon at the natural. So I would say Snow is a little bit in trouble, but now the Corsairs, one of the Corsairs will go down, but more Corsairs are gonna be getting sniped. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, that is okay. That's one of the mistakes. One of the Scourge did not connect on the same same Corsair. But this number of Mutalisks, like 5, 6 Mutalisks, and keep making all those Scourges and try to like do some damage here. Okay, yeah, the Goon is trying to do some job here, but they're not really taking down those Corsair, the Scourges really well. And now Mutalisks will be diving. Okay, yeah, 5 Mutalisks, 4 Mutalisks are wounded. Okay, somehow he managed to pick get another Corsair. And this is only 2 Corsair remaining for Snow. Snow is finally getting some second gas here, but I feel like it's a little bit late. He's trying to get some. Yeah, he's making another shield battery. And here are the 6 Muta. We'll be doing lots of harassment. Scourges are also arriving, doing so much of a damage here. I feel like Snow was little insecure. Like, he wasn't securing this Mutalisk all in really well, and now yeah, a lot of Mutalisks are wounded, but okay, yeah, 2 Scourge One Scourge will be connecting. Oh yeah, that shield battery is actually doing some work, but the Mutalisk count is really high. 5 Mira versus 2 Corsair, and the third Corsair is about to popping off from the Stargate, and he somehow picks all the... He almost get all the Corsair. That's a very good mic for what I'm seeing from Soma. And somehow Snow still not making any of a production, but we see Soma slowly adding some drone. Soma is somehow making some drones here too, but just 7 minutes are gonna be doing lots of job. Spartak, Soma is not getting any of an upgrade. I would like to see the upgrade. The +1 Corsair is done. Now one of the Corsair is dangerously low, using the shield battery, healing up. This is a really weird game. Like you don't get to see like 3 shield battery like this. This is somehow the game is going really weird. He's adding another shield battery, and there are 3 Corsairs. Soma is making tons of drone. He has 20 drone right now. 20 drone versus 29. I would say Snow is not happy about this decision because these 2 probes is pretty much idle. Corsairs are gonna be doing some job defending his natural, but he wants to have... You might want to have an extra cannon over here at the mineral line or something like that. Yeah, main base is finally slowly getting saturated, but still not enough. Yeah, this is the number of units is getting higher and higher, and this is gonna be like a sign. This is a dangerous sign for Snow that he's gonna be losing more probes. I mean, he had all those worker lead. Okay, yeah, those Mutalists are kind of like not afraid of against this Corsairs. So he did pick some Corsairs really well. But now look at that, 7 Mutalists are just constantly picking some probe. Picking up another Corsair. Gun will fall. 7 Mira with 2 Scourges. Yeah, pretty much stacking on the unit at the same time. Corsair did. One of the Corsair got hit by the Scourge, and the second Scourge did not connect, but the Mutalists are about to finish up, but the shield battery is over there, killing all those Corsair instantly. Very good one. And now Soma is catching up with the worker count. Look at that, 26 worker versus 32. And yes, Snow is having lots of trouble here. He does have the +1 and then the +1 armor, like 50% done, but there's literally no gateway whatsoever. And this shield battery is going to be useless. Like, all the money that he has spent with those 3 shield battery, not gonna be useful later on. Yeah, adding lots of drone and hatchery, and Mutalists are over there too. Finally getting an armor 1 carapace for Soma, because Soma was using those Mutalists in the early stage so long. You might wanna... He kinda needs to have this armor 1 in order to fight back against this number of Corsair in the later or late game. But we see Snow is not adding more Corsairs, he's just making lots of gateway. So yeah, I would say it's so impressive. It's so impressive that Soma is just somehow managed to keep up this game and taking lots of expansion. I feel like he's gonna be taking another expansion momentarily, or maybe even put down another hatchery at this 3rd expansion. Yeah, I thought so too, because he had about enough worker count and a drone as well. Like, why not just add another hatchery maybe at 1 o'clock or maybe at the 3rd expansion, and he decided to put that 6th hatchery at the 3rd expansion. Soma is making extra Mutalists. He's about to have... Oh yeah, he has the +1 armor. The number of Mutalists is really high. Scourges are coming. There are not much of a Corsairs for Snow. I mean, Snow was pretty much lacking with the... He's pretty much lacking with Vesping gas because he had lost a lot of mining time. 2,800 Vesping gas remaining. And if we look at Soma, look how much he has mined this gas. 1500 Vespene gas remaining. That's a sign that Snow missed mining this main base gas for more than 4 minutes long. Because every single minute you got 300 mineral. And judging by how fast or late, like how Protoss was teching up, like the gas timing and the Zerg gas timing. Yeah, Zerg does start off earlier, but if you have this many of Vespene gas, it's a sign that Snow is in trouble. And Mutalisk, there are a lot of Mutalisk. There are total 9 Muta with 16 Scourges. Pretty much threatening Snow's army. Getting some High Templar out on the map and maybe a single Dark Templar as well. Adding on to the pylon, and now Snow is getting the armor to upgrade. Oh, interesting strategy we are seeing from Snow. He's getting the Dark Archon instead. He's getting the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom energy only costs 100 energy, so it is going. You will be needing to take some time. With this number of Scourges in the middle, gotta do something. You can maybe pressure and maybe even try to get to some probe at the natural, but whatnot. But yeah, somehow Snow's plan is not working out well. Soma lost a lot of mining time. He had only 13-14 drone, but now he has 50 drone, and he managed to get this third expansion, adding another hatchery and so on. This number of Hydralisks is slowly getting high. He is behind with the upgrade, but that doesn't really matter. Once you start getting contained at your natural, you're going to be having lots of hard time taking the third expansion at the 6 o'clock or even at 3 o'clock. And so far nothing is crazy. Getting lots of High Templar. And not much of action going on, but if this contain gets stronger and stronger, Snow is going to be having some tough time. Yeah, finally Soma does finish the +1 attack upgrade. But the number of Hydralisk count is really high, and some Scourges are also supporting. Scourge is gonna go down. Yeah, that many of the were just literally disappeared, and Scourges are pretty much useless. If this lurker contain, you gotta do something about it, otherwise you will be just walked into this third expansion at the 3 o'clock side, or maybe just keep rotating off his army and maybe even take this 6 o'clock expansion. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about now. Some of the Zealots will be just walking into 1 o'clock and he'll be confirming this expansion. Lurker will die at the last second. Yeah, the Lurker contain is pretty darn strong, but I mean if you're looking, oh, I totally missed this, but I misclicked it. Again, just super tired. Been casting lots of game here today. We are seeing finally Snow will be taking another expansion at the 3 o'clock side. These number of lurkers and Hydralisks are finally moving towards the northeast side, and now drones are being transferred, and drones getting okay, yeah, drones just got melted, but this number of Hydralisks and lurkers, yeah, he will be eating up all those Protoss army, but never mind, this Maelstrom with the double size from at the last second and killing all this lurker easily, like that easily, or buttering the bread. Oh my god, Soma made a big mistake. He had all those worker lead, he had that fourth expansion and so on. And now he's not really, he's technically, it's not containing Zerg anymore, and this number of Dallas and High Templars are coming, like with the Observer. I have a feeling he will be just easily defend. A single, the lurker will die. But I'm hearing, okay, there is a lurker. Soma is trying to be busy moving his Hydralisk left and right so he can buy some time. But Snow, if we look at Snow, Snow is getting the supply count higher and higher with a better upgrade than Zerg. +2 armor with probably getting the +1 attack upgrade on the way. Yeah, some murals are trying to do some job, but not gonna be really earning some benefit. Here are some Hydralisks with a single drone, so yeah, Soma, once again, he might gonna be trying to take that expansion at the northeast side. So Snow gotta make a decision making, whether he's gonna be splitting the map into like east versus west, or it can be north versus south. This Archon is just looking scary. I can't really do anything because of this high ground. High ground Hydralisk, you're just pretty, you gotta be careful, but this is a +2 Hydralisk, and this is a +2 armor, so that's a good sign for Snow. I mean, yes, Snow is, I feel like he's overreacting to break this expansion, but still doing lots of jobs. But that single Archon is just doing lots of work. Nexus is being warped, but Soma is just defending those good and breaking all those unit composition really well. And now Snow, he just doesn't have that many bases to mine from. He does have a Nexus at the 3 o'clock site, but this is just pretty much like a one base product. I mean, he has total 9 gateway, but with this 9 gateway, one base 9 gate, not gonna be working. The army is looking scary, and now Soma is getting the Queen's Nest, he's getting the Armor 1. Armor 1 is gonna be done soon. Soma is just making lots of working, but in my opinion, if you don't have this high tech, there's no adrenaline on the Zergling, and without the adrenaline, they're pretty darn weak. Getting some storm. Buying some time, using some storms, and yeah, somehow Snow is just defending this expansion really well, using those storms and buying some time. And yeah, Snow gotta be careful. I mean, he's kind of stuck at one base mining. He does get this Nexus. This number of Zergling and Hydralisk slot is trying to come from both sides. Probes are being transferred, but okay. He gotta be careful. He's just so long. He's just going on his own probe, and now the Zergling Hydralisks are crushing left and right. Doesn't have the cracked Zergling upgrade, but oh my god, Snow made a big mistake here. I mean, he doesn't have that many Zergling count, and he's just making good right now against these number of Zergling. Zergling doesn't have these crackling, but they are pretty much doing some job. And now Snow taps out. GG's called. And somehow, yes, Soma managed to save this base at 1 o'clock and 1 o'clock natural at the same time. And Snow taps out because he can't really macro anymore with this one base Protoss versus this many of Zerg expansion. That is just pretty much GG's called. And that was an excellent comeback play by Soma. Like, I never expected like Snow will be dying to Mutulus into Scourge all in. I mean, he killed the third expansion long time ago with 3 Zealot, and he held up the Zergling all in with his pro pool, and he still loses his base. I feel like that was well, he didn't really lose the base, but lost a lot of mining time. So I would say that was the biggest mistake that Snow has done in this game. Thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoy watching these great games on StarCastTV, please hit the like and subscribe button. We will bring more great games in the future.